Hello, everyone. Let's get going here. Sorry that it started a little bit later than usual, but yeah, I'm gonna be streaming starting now 8:30 until 11 tonight, give or take a little bit. Like usual, if anyone has any requests, feel free to mention them in chat. I'll gladly get to any tanks tonight, which I'm sure kind of the big news is, well, A, they're selling the Mutant M6, and also 9.18. They decided to, from what I was hearing, basically, they're going to do the light tank changes first, but matchmaking, and then do the SPGs. Guess they decided to do them all at once, which that's going to be pretty interesting. Which, hello, Victor, John, hello, Craze Missile Master, and Uber. Hello, Madden, too. Nice to see you. Yeah, I can do the T-34 and the IS-3. I think I might head up here, just because I spawned up here. And the KV-2, yes. Which, for anybody wanting to get me the Mutant 6, please do not. It's already taken care of. Thank you very much to the person who is going to gift one to me. Unless it's some cruel April Fool's joke, but I was planning to get it, pick it up for myself because I started the game pretty soon thereafter. The pre-order tanks, you couldn't get them anymore, and I've kind of wanted the Mutant M6 for quite a while. So there's no way I was gonna let this pass up. Hello, Phil. Nice to see you. But for anybody, kind of on the fence or don't really know how that tank plays, I did make 2 videos earlier, kind of laying out the armor. Also, is it worth buying? It really depends on, really what premium tanks you own, but, it's more of a novelty, collector's thing than, you'd be better off getting like a T-2065 Patriot, honestly. Something like that. If you're looking for like credits and performance goes. Alright. This is going to be interesting if this T-95's over here. Kind of hoping he went south. We'll see though. Here's... speak of the devil. I was about to say I'll take a crack at him. Hello, Buzzia. Nice to see you. Ooh, their T-95 is south. We gotta start huffing it here and pushing hard. And of course our team, I saw the VKs. I did not want to fight head on against them. Our team, some of them went down that slope there. Big mistake. It's easy just to defend right off the top there. Oh Lord, there's a scorpion over there. These guys are doing a very good job defending. Artie's not helping me out with the scorpion, which I kind of get it because Artie kind of has bigger issues. There we go. The stream, sorry that it just stuttered. That was all that noise there. Yep. I would say that the enemy team has played this pretty well. And that scorpion couldn't be in a more annoying spot for me right now. Yep. Oh well. Hello, Lachlan Thomas. Nice to see you. Yep, I would say that is going to be the first tank I play. I can get to the E75 Madden. It's like, yeah, I can get to that. Yeah, maybe I should have went the more direct route. Oh well. It's just by the time we got here, our team already had lost. Like, I don't know why you would want to push into their top 3 tanks, but It's what that side kind of did, and it was kind of screwed. We were kind of screwed at that point. I should have just stuck near the base, and maybe Graham and I could have helped out over there, but oh well. Okay, so T-34 was the first request here. Hello, Fang, nice to see you. Hello, Beaver, nice to see you too. But yeah, I would say the Mutant. I'm probably going to play that quite a bit on Sunday. But, yeah, I've played it a couple times before when I had a media account. But, yeah, it's a pretty fun tank to play. But the gun definitely makes you cringe. If anyone's played the T-32, think of a slower firing, slightly less accurate version of that gun. Do I have the Matilda? Yes, I do. I actually have 3 Matilda tanks. Yeah, 3. Yep, I remember you, Thomas. Usually I remember, well, hey, if, you know, you've been here for a couple streams before, but usually helps if people have like little avatars next to their name. I typically can pick out the little images pretty quickly. It's not that much of a joke, the M6. Wargaming's going to be raking in, or they better have a big bucket to catch all the money that they're about to get. I can play the Tiger too. And what? Matilda Black Prince? Well, the main thing, like, the gun definitely isn't the best on the Mutant 6. But a lot of people, like I mentioned it quite a few times in my little mini review, is it worth buying? The preferential matchmaking always is a huge kind of multiplier for a tank. It's like the IS-6's gun, if you look at it compared to, say, the Object 252U, outside of the DPM differences, it just looks like trash now. However, preferential matchmaking, you're not going to see any 10s. And also, you're not going to get pulled into as many Tier 9 matches because, you know, the way Matchmaker works, you're oftentimes more towards, you know, being top tier in the IS-6. Alright, I don't know if I'd push up there, but they're kind of baiting us forward here. Come on, guys. We need... I guess we're going to go for it. Yeah, the Type 59. That might take a little bit. Honestly, I think we may only see that at most one more time being sold. And that's... I don't think it's anytime soon that they'll ever do that again. I just don't have shots here. I could pull back and help Graham, but by the time I get to him, it's not going to matter. Just the size 7 looked like he was going to push up, and then he falls back. Like, I can't help him. At least we won the hill, but yeah, I have no choice but to back up now, which I'm still probably going to take a shot here. Sorry, Graham. It just sucks because right now I really wish the IS-7 hadn't pushed up, because we could have baited that IS-4 towards us. But yeah, he decided to push up. I was going to go help him. And yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest choice in the world. I haven't played yet today, so typically my first few matches are pretty cringeworthy. I guess I'm gonna pull back now. At least my team's doing decent. Like, I don't even know what to say about this IS-7. He's still sitting out there, dude. What are you doing? Like, just why? Didn't think I'd damage him, but I can at least destroy his track there. Hello, Abdul and Casey. I'll catch up in chat in a second, guys. Oh. Not that I want our IS-7 to die, but I didn't want to get hit there. Just there's only so many places I can pen them, especially I don't want to chuck pure APCR at these guys. It's just this IS-7 is... I honestly wanted to pull back to where the E-100s were, and this guy's taken so long that I kind of felt like I should try to help him. Probably should have just ditched him though. It's just I feel bad because I've kind of sucked it up this match. Come on, Panther 2. Hello. Turn around. Yep. His track just ate that. I'm gonna die anyway. Might as well piss this IS-4 off a little bit. Ah, I want to have one more shot. Oh well, I sucked it up this match. Craze Missile. Honestly, there's no best tank in the game. I can't answer that though. It's alright, Thomas. You know, not everyone can make every stream. I barely can make every stream sometimes, like tonight. The Panther? Yes, I can play the Panther. Thanks, Fang. I'll play the E3 a little bit later on, yeah. Thank you for getting rid of that guy. Yep. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna block that guy. So, IS-3 is the next request here. Oopsie daisy, I didn't even ready up a tank. Sorry, I'm a little bit... You know, I literally just got home, like, right before I started streaming here. I was just out at a restaurant, so... I'm a little bit, I'm not really focused at all right now. Yes, I do think so, yeah. A lot of people go a little bit too crazy into 252U. That guy was playing it pretty well, you know? But some people, you know, push out way too hard. I do it sometimes too, thinking that it's indestructible, but it isn't. Thank you for the description, 09 AZ. Casey, I said hi. No need to beg about things. Hello, Joshua. Craze Missile, I do not have the JPZ 100. Please look at my tank request list if you want to request tanks. I can do the Type 4 Tim, yes. 140, yes. I appreciate it. I do have a lot of requests. I can get to them, guys, but they're going to take a little bit, yeah. Right now I have like 8 tanks I have requested, so I got plenty of time tonight, but it will take quite a bit. Because I do plan on, you know, throwing in some tanks I need to grind and stuff like that. I can't put these grinds off forever. Especially, I thought 9.18, you know, might have come out tomorrow as far as the test server, but yeah, I was going to play the test server tonight, but they pulled it down for maintenance when I just tried to log on here. Okay. Let's see if we can get him out. Very nice. I missed that shot there. I'm just going to try to open up another little route here. Which I think I figured out why occasionally I would kind of mute my mic every now and again. So the mouse I have, I can set up like 3 different profiles on it based on the game I was playing. For whatever reason, I don't think I did it. It switched to a profile that I do not use for World of Tanks. So whenever I accidentally hit one of the buttons, because I have like 8 buttons I can program on this, it was hitting my mute button in OBS, which for another game I use for push to talk. So that's why I was muting myself. I figured that out earlier today. I was like, oh, really? That's what it was this whole time? Awesome. He has no fire extinguisher. I love people that don't. Maybe he does. He had a manual one, it looks like. So I'll try to set him on fire again. No. Oh well. He's going to die before I can shoot him again. See, it's ISU. No. So it's Scorpion G. Nope. Yeah, let's just shoot under that Scorpion G. Not that we have any problem with winning right now. Oh god. This ISU might... Nope. I thought he might be able to hit me. I know he's there. It's just... Where is he there? You know? And of course he's... I don't know why he's throwing premium APCR too. Like, you don't need premium rounds in this thing. Especially against the front of an IS-3. Oh well. Still did almost 4,000 damage somehow. Alright, so... Get the Type 4 down, 140. But pretty decent match here. We lost Tundra, no surprise there. High caliber Confederate. Pretty damn good job between the two of us. The enemy team, I kind of feel bad for some of those guys on their team. They had way too many people right near their spawn now. That kind of did them in. Any tips for the 113? I can't say I'm the best at that tank. Not that I don't have a ton of matches in it, but I haven't had too much success with it, even though it is a very good tank. Basically, the 113, I would just say I'm not the right person to ask for that. Mainly, what I notice myself doing wrong with it is playing a little bit too aggressive. The armor, I feel like, the armor is very good on it, but I feel like I'm going to change my opinion on it and say the armor is more of a... It's one of those tanks where the armor's good, but you don't really rely on it. It's kind of like a complement to the tank, to where like the gun and the mobility is what I think is the best about the 113. And every now and again the armor works for you, and that's really nice, but you shouldn't lean on it. Oh, I didn't even realize. Levi playing. Well, I actually wasn't at work today. I'll be there for most of tomorrow, but I was outside doing a shit ton of gardening today because we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain over the next, say, like week. So I had to get some stuff done, put seeds and stuff down. So I was out there for about 5 hours. So Levi was helping me with that. Nah, I was trying to get lucky. I should have pulled up further though and stopped. Granted, while we were out, he was definitely not playing or sleeping. I think he was a little bit spiteful that we ditched him and went out to dinner. He kind of ripped up all of his I was about to say, even before I got tracked, I was trying to move back. My freaking packet loss indicator is flashing red. It wouldn't let me move, and then I got hit by Artie. Probably still would have gotten hit by Artie, but It frustrates me when this happens. You really need to get your stuff together, Wargaming. Come on, you can get around the corner. But he's kind of passed out now. He's had a rough kind of 2 days. I gotta be careful here, but based off of where my team's at, if I can get in here, thank God I guess bounce that St. Meal shot, I should be safe from Artie. And that's kind of my end goal. Set up here, derp a couple tanks, success. Hopefully. Whoops, and of course I missed. Joshua, I'm very fortunate someone is very kind and is going to be gifting it to me. I would say though, if you're trying to get it for a crew trainer, you're better off with even a T-34, T-26E5. If you're looking for credits, performance, stuff like that, the Mutant M6, you know, it's going to be fun and a decent tank to play, especially with the preferential matchmaking. But the main reason I want it is kind of for collecting slash, oh god, I'm dead. Not to say novelty factor, but it's just one of those tanks where, yeah, I've just wanted it for a while. I did make a full video about it, if you want to take a look at that. It's a lot more than I can say ramble off during the stream here. Well, I actually have 2 videos up on my channel here for it. It is really expensive. I would say, you know, even though it's very rare, if you're looking just for a premium performance-wise, credit-wise, T26E5, T34. T34 honestly is, on the NA server, looking at the stats, it is the number 2 or number 3 top net profit earner for Tier 8 premium tanks. Hello, No Pass, nice to see you. And Floyd, nice to see you too. I want a hipster tank? Kind of. Yeah, the VK4502B I can add on. I have a lot of requests right now, but I can get to it. Really, I have a thing for... If you look at the tanks I like to play a lot of times, I have a thing for American tanks. I have almost all of them. Yeah. Well, really the comparison, AMX M449, the French Tier 8 Premium Heavy, that's kind of a new release. It's pretty much, not to say identical to that, but you gain 20 alpha, lose penetration, lose accuracy, lose top speed, gain preferential matchmaking. That's pretty much it's spot on, the comparison between the 2 tanks. They're very, very similar in a lot of ways. Alright, I need to swap in a tank. I need to get a double in. And then next up I have the E75, I have a Matilda request. Tiger 2, Panther, T110E3, Type 4, Object 140, and the VK4502B. Yeah, who knows, tomorrow, since the test server popped up today, like I wanted to get on it basically right now and play it for you guys, since there are a ton of changes. Depending on how my workday goes tomorrow, I might be able to pop on for kind of a like midday stream. I know that doesn't work for everybody as far as the timing goes, but at the very least, you know, you can catch a replay of it since with my new streaming schedule, I don't stream on Fridays anymore or Saturdays, just with how my work schedule ends up at work. But don't be surprised, you know, if I pop on for a little bit tomorrow. It'll probably just be like an hour, hour and a half stream on the test server. But I would say this is one of those test servers. If you guys don't really participate in them, you know, because really a lot of times it's not really worthwhile to go on them. I would say this is one you might want to try out a little bit, just so you say, even if you don't play. Looks like somebody is bringing their M6A2E1 out early here. Like, say you don't play Artie, I would say play a few matches in it just so you see how Artie is changing. It's very worthwhile to be able to do that. That way you can kind of get a sense on the changes firsthand. Why does my gun accuracy sucks? I might get hit by something bigger here, but yeah, he got lucky and pulled away. And even like seeing light tank changes, just stuff like that. It's definitely worth. How did he get shot? I guess he got shot from under the bridge somehow. I was just looking. Hello, Mr. Dingo. Nice to see you. Oh, I just did the same exact thing. I didn't think he could see my hole. Dumb. I pretty much angled correct for him, too, to basically just whack me. Yep, you're gonna do the same exact thing. The view back here is not very nice right now, Centaurian 7. It's just if I back up any further, I can get Artie'd. Alright. I guess I need to switch up here because it's becoming a clusterfuck of us not being able to work as a team here. So, hopefully I don't get plinked here. I probably will. Actually, I think I might head this way. I might as well head down here with them. Well, I was about to say, this is gonna hurt, and I'm dead. T10, he did a very good job. If he hadn't have pulled up, I was hoping to go next to him and kind of hug next to him. Nope, he just... That was a smart move. I should have seen that since he was doing a pretty good job. Oh well, that's what I get for playing a tank I need to get a double on. So, E75. Yeah, I just need to... You get focused. I always do bad on days where I don't play any like a warm-up match or two, or like those M6 videos. It took me 3 hours total to do the guide on my website, both of those videos, photoshopping, all that stuff, and I had maybe like 10 outtakes of it. Is it worth to buy video? Half of them were because of this little guy down here decided to keep getting up behind me and like bouncing off the walls. One time throwing a toy up in the air and hitting my microphone. He was a little bit crazy. It just took me forever. Days like that though, I'm just like zoned out in a way by now. Yes, I do have the Type 4 as a request, yes. Alright, I guess I'm going to the town. With that amount of TDs, I'm definitely not going to go over to the 1 and 2 side. This is actually going to be fairly interesting, though, because most of our team is heading over to the town here. Which, you know, I'm completely fine with this side not putting a lot of people in the 1 to 2 line. Because, you know, if they get into G1, it's almost not worthwhile to go and defend that side. It does not defend very well. But yeah, the Type 4 is a little bit down on the request list, just because there's a lot of requests here right in the beginning. Alright, before I go out and die, making sure. I don't know how many times, granted it's usually like a T110E3 or something I come across there. I'll be pushing halfway down and some guy is sitting down there in the bush and waits for me to commit and then whacks me. And it's always that same freaking bush too. At the very least they have a lot of TDs, so it looks like they are going to be playing this one a little bit more safe. Come on. No. Okay, now he shot. Oh, there's an IS-3. I'm like, why did he shoot after? Oh, and of course my gun frickin' shot high there and hit him in the upper glacis. Yep. Alright, IS-3. You're gonna come with me. Thank you very much. Sorry, dude. Again, did not expect this guy to push up like this. Run away, IS-3. I'm gonna try to save you here. Nope. 32 HP. Oh my god. Yeah. Trying to get back here because Artie and also this guy, he just knocked my gun out, I think. Oh my god. I should be fine against him now, but hot damn, I was not expecting him to start getting shot like that. Please don't beg for gold on the stream. The Chinese TDs, you know, they're pretty much like the Object 263 line in a way. You know, there's nothing special about them. Honestly, though, Wargaming did actually come out and clarify. It looks like they're getting released on all the servers, but the last official thing that Wargaming RU stated was it's going to be a Chinese exclusive for their server, which whatever, I'm fine with because they're mostly clone tanks. I knew that guy was angled there, so that was that guy's fault for angling. But if for whatever reason they get released, you know, they're pretty much like Russian TDs. You know, pretty good guns, chassis on them mostly suck. And yeah, not too much else about them. They're just gonna camp hard. Yeah, excuse me. I'm not even joking when I literally just got home from stuffing my face in at dinner. Usually I don't like to eat much before a stream. Well, as far as like timing people out and stuff, I'm perfectly fine if people are like, begging for subscribers, stuff like that. Just time them out right away. It's just, as far as banning people goes, that's when you get a little bit of leeway if you know, because banning is 100% permanent on YouTube, unless I go through and have your channel URL and I go to your channel and I hit unblock. That's the only way you can kind of get back. Meh, that kind of sucked. I should have figured. I kind of forgot about Hardy, honestly, for a second. But, still did 3,500 damage. It's just, yeah. All right, there. So we have a Matilda request. Let's get to that. Little tank here. Whoops. Honestly, though, once I got spotted up by the AMX, I should have gotten into cover, but I was zoned out there. I really need this little bit of caffeine to kick in. The reason I don't stream late anymore, I didn't want to cancel tonight's stream since, I already cut back on the amount of hours I stream a week since I'm back at work. Reason I don't stream late anymore is because, like tomorrow I got to get into work pretty early. I'm not actually open for like breakfast, lunch service, but I do have to receive all the orders, prep everything, make sure everything's set up for dinner, more or less. Make sure nothing's like blowing up or whatever in the kitchen. So, yeah. I'm going to forego perfect amount of sleep. Usually I go for 6 hours tonight. Just for you guys. Yes, Carl. But if I'm saying for the 9.18 test server that's up now, it was just down for maintenance when I tried to log on here. Do yourself a favor, even if you don't play Arty, go on it, play a couple matches. You can buy every single tank in the game. You have everything unlocked essentially with the amount of free experience and credits you have. Try some tanks out, specifically SPGs. That way you know the differences. And they're going to be able to splash you a little bit easily, or easier than now. However, damage gets basically, say, cut in half. No one-shots for the most part, unless you're a light tank and you're really freaking unlucky. And the stun feature is something where you have to contend with. Whew, nice track, the poor soul. I don't even blame him that he's aiming for me out of everybody. Yeah, it's like, personally, I really hope that people go into this already change with an open mind, because wargaming, contemplating removing it, that'll have a big change to the game that I don't even think they realize taking it out. It's just, to me, it's going to dumb the game down a little bit too much. I don't know why I'm going up here since I haven't played Matilda in a while. I'm kind of regretting going up here, going 6 kilometers an hour. Hell, a T95 would be doing laps around me right now. If I had a better engine, I would just climb right up here where this tree is, but I do not. It's just I really hate pushing on that side. So, yeah, the poor PZ. He really got unlucky there. I didn't even know that we could shoot the KV-1S. Honestly, though, by the time we get forward, all the enemies are probably going to be dead. I really hate this map when it spawns you down low there in a slow tank, though. They'll never do that, Floyd. That would just, it would segment the community way too much, honestly. And I would say that would, honestly, not to say kill the NA server, but it would make the wait times for each match, I would venture to say a minimum of a minute in prime time. If they segmented the two communities, people with SPGs and not SPGs, you know, people that want to play them. For as much as Wargaming doesn't, how they don't listen to the NA server all the time, they do, you know, definitely keep stuff like that in mind. Because they could put an option like that in for like the RU server, EU server. Wouldn't have any impact on their matchmaking queues there, but it would definitely screw things up. But really, with the changes to Artie, I think it's, you know, definitely I would say decently balanced right now. The only thing I'm kind of on edge about is the stun feature. I think it's a little bit too long right now. I think that's the only thing people are gonna complain about. Ooh, Valentine, can we talk about things here, dude? That is not nice. And he was throwing APCR. That was really not nice there, dude. No, I don't know that off the top of my head. If I had to take a guess there, the amount of people that say play Artie, take me for example. I have like 6 or 7 SPGs. I have 1 complete SPG line done. Honestly, with these changes, I'm probably gonna pick back up the British and French SPG lines. You know, I think Artie is decent now. But I would say that, so take for me example, someone who doesn't play too much Artie right now because it's annoying to play, but plays it every now and again. I'd say it is well over 50% of people. I would say the amount of people like dedicated to Artie specifically, I'd say that's probably down like in the 10 to 15% range. Like I've had a few people pick up the game before and their computers were they're pretty crappy, you know, where their FPS and even the ping was bad, where they only really played SPGs because, you know, it's not like you need a ton of FPS at times to play an SPG compared to other tanks. So they'd definitely lose those people right off the bat if they removed SPGs. The Object 257, no, I have not, Joshua. Honestly, the amount of tanks that Wargaming's pumping out, really the only tanks that are on my radar, it's actually, I would say with the amount of hype the Mutant 6 is getting, the Lorraine 40T is going to release in the end of the first week of April. That's a tank, or if you have a... Yeah, basically the test server is located... It's technically located in the Russian, like, player base region, but it's basically, I would say, on the border of the EU and RU servers. What was I about to say, though? I completely forget. The Lorraine 40T. That's shaping up. That's going to be a pretty fun premium tank. I don't know if I'll get it just because, you know, I have the FCM 50T. But I would say a lot of people are going to enjoy the Lorraine. And then the Chrysler K is actually looking like it's going to get released in the next few months as well. Awesome. crit him. Alright, he can shoot me now, but... Let's see if he's still there. Probably not. Nope. There's no arty, so I can play this a little bit more safe, I should say. Actually, the amount of E50s and mediums they have down here, I am not going to push up here. I'm going to keep my little butt right on this corner. Because I have a feeling like we're going to be flanked sooner than later here. Also, our Leopard 1 is blue. He probably shot our T-95 in the back. Freaking knew it. I knew however I was going to angle here, someone was going to freaking nail me in my... Awesome. Okay, at least I blocked his damage. But he did track me. I just knew someone was going to try to slip through here. Yeah, I don't want him to hit my side turret. So I'm just a little bit... It's just... I know I'm not going to be able to push. We already have enough tanks over there. I'm not going to be able to... Oh, dude, what are you doing, Leopard? That's literally the worst thing that you could have done. You're lucky you didn't die. I'm completely fine with him shooting my track. It's just... not too much else I can do. It's like if I get out of this spot, our T-95 technically is... Okay, they're starting to throw HE at me. Oh, how did he just damage me? I guess he... I don't even know where he hit for that to damage. Thank you, Leopard. I don't think they can actually see him. I might be wrong, but I just know I can't poke out. Ah, crap. Now he's throwing HE at me now. Alright, so I'm actually going to move. I'm going to go over to this spot over here. Just Paris without arty. If one side doesn't win a flank early on, it pretty much becomes like a attrition match. But being in a Tiger 2 here, a Tier 10 match, definitely doesn't help out. If that Leopard, he's still going to be able to spot. I'm going to try to get myself back far enough to where I'm not going to be spotted. I am right on the edge here. The M48 can spot me, but if he pushes up, but right now nobody should be able to see me. Shit, I can't pen him with this little monument in the way. Can, however, throw HE at him if he gets a little bit cocky. that missed. Hello, Gunner. Nice to see you. Alright. I wish I had APCR loaded for this one. Swear to God, that like skipped across him without even hitting him. Nope. Oh, I'm playing with fire here. He can definitely spot me now. Oh, God. Yep, I got another HE round loaded here, but I'm just going to roll with it. Ooh, awesome. Got him out. Just running out of APCR shells here. I can't get through there with that Skoda now. But they killed the IS-7. Awesome. Shit, I gotta get down here now. Do I like playing the T-92? I would say right now not too much. Which, hello Anthony, nice to see you again. Has been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. Actually, I'm gonna try to forego this T-28 if I can get over here quick enough. I'm gonna try to slip one. I was trying to get over there E5. I'm gonna wait for this leopard to spot him, then I'm gonna pop up. Hopefully get a shot on him. Whoa, leopard. A leopard's, I don't know what he's trying to do now. The T-28 can see me. Yeah, I was a little bit too far out there. Now I'm in a very precarious spot here. Yep, I'm dead. Thank you so much. Oh god. Can you get another bounce? One more bounce. Oh. Oh lord. No, he's too fast. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I forgot the T-28 was that fast. I should have held on to my shot there. I guess I can find out where this... Yeah, okay, there's the Yag Tiger. 09 AZ. I platoon pretty much as long as you have, you know, like up to tier 10 and a good selection of tanks. I can platoon with you. All you gotta do is message me in game. Oh god, not good. No! Why'd you do that? Phew, there we go. But yeah, I play on the NAE server, so like usually with my overlay here, if it says I'm platooning, you know, as long as you have a good selection of tanks, I can platoon with you. Yes, the T-92 kind of like golf. Depends on the golfer though. I would say for me that's very, yeah. Just wait for me. I have to go out here to help this Panther. There's no doubt about that. Okay. It's not aiming, not aiming. There we go. This is waiting for him to pull right around that corner. I'm glad he did that. That's what I thought he'd do. If he had stayed straight on, I was afraid he was going to hit me. But once he turned his hull, I knew his aiming circle would bloom a bit. And, yep, that's what I was waiting for. Ace Tanker Award, Steel Wall. It all worked out in the end. So, Yep. It took a while, but we got a win there. Oh, God. I used a lot of APCR there, but that's what happens when you're in a high tier match in a Tiger 2. You got no armor, so you might as well just go all in. I hid in the back most of the match. It all worked out though. Anyway, next up's the Panther. Then I have the T110E3 Type 4. Let's get to the Panther here. Here we go. Which should be accelerated here. Let's make a little bit of a clip. Which one big thing changing is the next patch, you're only going to be able to platoon with the same tier tanks from now on. That's going to be a pretty big change for people. I kind of disagree with that. I think that they should do ±1, only because, say, somebody's playing like an E25, you're not going to be able to play, say, like a standard tier 6 matchmaking tank with it if you don't have a preferential tier 7. That's going to make it pretty hard to platoon with people if they have preferential tanks and the other person doesn't. You won't be able to platoon the same tier, from what I understand from the patch notes. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for requesting the Tiger 2 there. Wasn't, I think that was you, Uber, who requested that. Any perk? 09, no. Pretty much as far as I platoon with people, I really don't care about people's stats. Like, as far as my own stats too, I only care that I win. Like, really the only requirement, since most of the time when I play, I'm streaming, it's just the way I stream. As you can see here, I always take a lot of requests from people watching. So that's why it's helpful if you have up to tier 10 and, have maybe like a preferential tank, stuff like that in the mid tiers. But as long as you, like, if say you only have up to like tier 8, I can play like a match, maybe 2 at most during the stream. But it just basically helps if you have up to 10. But stats, I don't give a shit about people's stats. I'm not one of those people that like nitpick and like, oh, you only have a 53% win rate in your T110E5. I'm not platooning with you. I'm pretty sure someone has said that before. I still remember that Matilda Black Prince game. It was that good. I keep forgetting to freaking post like a little link to my stream here in the chat every match. I don't have like a paragraph written like some people, but every little bit helps. Which I've said it the past couple streams, but today I really needed to get that Mutant 6 video done, because it wouldn't have made sense if I released it, like a couple days from now. But it's actually one of Graham's videos here. I know you're listening. I have another viewer replay I'm going to be putting up here. Hopefully I can get it done either tomorrow or Saturday. But all depends on work. It's that time of year for me. Work dictates pretty much everything. But it's all good though. The only time of the year where I get like stressed out about work is basically, I would say, early September, late August. That's usually like the hell month and a half for us. It's wedding season in Cape May. Oh Lord. You're still doing like summer covers, and you have freaking like 100 to 200 person weddings on top of that. It's brutal. Holy crap, dude. Thank you, guys. I was like, I did not expect them to push up there. Oh, Artie, why do you gotta do this to me? I'm gonna die. Please hit me on my mantlet, Panther. I'm afraid this OI is gonna kill me. Come on, guys. Every time it's... Sorry, Graham. You have people in the center, and they're not spotting. Spot. Like, can't stress it enough. Just friggin' spot the center. It's really the only reason to go, you know, into like the 5 and 6 line, is to spot that area. Awesome. That wasn't even aiming right there. Which hopefully one of these days too. As you kind of see in chat, I set up Nightbot kind of to post some things for me on a regular basis. I plan on setting that up a little bit further. Down the road, I'll be able to, you know, for regular viewers, basically I'll be able to set it up to where it kind of tracks not what you say in chat, but like the amount of chat and stuff that you guys do, and I'll be able to do giveaways. You know, I don't know what yet, but it'll basically open up to me being able to like gift people who watch a lot different things. But I just have to set it up. Unfortunately, since YouTube gaming's a lot different than Twitch, and a lot of the chat bots are centered around Twitch, the way I have to do it is I have to manually add people's channels to it for them to actually be tracked, if that makes sense, as a regular chat viewer in Nightbot. Whereas Twitch, it's kind of automatic. But just one of those things. I have a lot I want to do, but not enough time today. Doesn't help that I'm trying to create like 2 more gardens in my backyard. It's cramming them all in there. Oh, I'm dead. Whoops. Once I saw him, I should have ducked, and I didn't. It's all up to you, Graham. Why are they playing an A2? I have no idea why they're sitting all the way back there. It's like they did push the 1-2 line pretty hard and they killed him. That Oni, I think, pushed up there. But why are they still sitting there? Beats me. Yep, they're probably just going to sit back there, though. Let's see. Okay. The T-25 AT, I won't exactly blame him, but... yeah, those guys... I think, like, I would... Like, I'm not angry at these guys right now. I just typed in chat, hopefully to get them to move up. But I would say they're just playing a little bit too overly cautious because they got pushed on. And, yeah. But does it help that they're still sitting back there? Definitely not. But, yeah. It just stinks because Graham, you know, he's out here trying to do something. And, like, the E25 is... chipping away at them right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, the E25. Yeah, it's just... it sucks because, you know, they should have moved up about 2 minutes ago, but... yeah, it's not worth getting caught up over all the time. Anyway, hello, John. Tier 9 or below... I can do them. Let's see the next two. Yeah, the next two I can do as far as that. An APCR against that. Alright, Tier 9 or lower, I can do the Type 4 and the VK4502B up here. After that, I can get to the T110E3 and the Object 140 after that for requests. That person got banned? I'm sorry, but I usually don't. Did they just get like forum banned or banned from the game? It's. I read a lot of stuff on the forums, but honestly, it's kind of sad that I know that person's name. It would have been even more special if your text was in purple right now, if that's the person that I think it is. That's all right, Uber. Yeah. With honestly with Nightbot here, I'm slowly each stream adding more stuff to it. It'll automatically ban people for like straight up trolling, like cursing, stuff like that. Hello, Demet. I think it's actually awesome. I thought the last I heard they were actually splitting. They were going to do light and matchmaking first and then SPGs, but they decided, I guess, to put them all together. Honestly, I like all the changes. The only thing I think that eventually they might change before the live server. I think they might tone down the stun just a hair bit more than it is right now. Like, honestly, if it was me, I would put the stun feature in the game. I would leave Artie just as low damage per shot, high splash, stuff like that for like tracking people, getting assist damage that way. But you know, I have an open mind. I think stun can work. It's just I think right now it lasts a little bit too long, especially at high tiers, and people are going to complain about that. But overall, I think this is an awesome patch as far as what they're putting out. Like it's a very this is probably one of the biggest updates I would say in World of Tanks in I don't know 2 or 3 years. Well, right now, Nightbot, I don't want it banning people. Like, it only temporarily mutes people. I don't want it to outright ban people. But I have it very limited because I don't want to accidentally, like, say banning someone saying, like, I don't know, ass or something like that. I only want it banning people, like, running in and, you know, like, trolling, calling people, like, the N-word, stuff like that. Because that's happened before. Oh, just a forum ban? I honestly 100% think that's right for that. I don't even know how to say their name. That person deserves it because every single time I went on the forums, you know, I go on it a bunch of different hours of the day, just to check, see if anything like popped up like news wise and stuff. But I would say that person. I know English was not their first language, but yeah, I can't go this way. Graham, you're stealing all the goddamn damage here. Oh, this tank's too slow. Honestly, I should have went this way, but yeah, I'm also seeing this. He's just steamrolling everybody. But I would say the purple text spammer, even though English was not the first language for that person, they were 80% troll, 20% actual conversation. Okay, I'll get a little bit of damage there at least. But yeah, that person deserved a permanent 4 forum ban if that's what they got. Floyd, I would say if you're asking if anybody can, as long as your account is, I forget how old, but I think it's just a month or something. Because they take like a snapshot from the live server and port all the accounts over. You can get on it, but I would say you're fine. You'd be able to get on it. All you do is you download the test server, plop on with your same email, password, and you're on it. If you're asking if you can get on it right now, I would say probably not. When I tried to log in like an hour or so ago, I was unable to. It was down for maintenance. Excuse me. I am the Type 4. I have matches where, honestly, slow tanks are very, very out of how the game plays now. Like, sometimes I do pretty good in slow tanks, but most of the time I screw up with my positioning to where it just doesn't work out for me. I should go right sooner here, but John's going on my right. Or no, that's Graham. John's on the left here. I say, Graham, I'm surprised that guy didn't melt sooner. Let's just get him down a little bit. Okay, yeah. Oh, damn. I was like, there's no way we lost there, but yep. We gapped him out. I got scared there for a second. I'm like, I guess reset that guy. Oh, very nice game, Graham. But the VK4502B is up next. That sounds exactly like that person. Okay, the test server is back online. That's good. Yeah, it's just I was gonna stream the test server honestly tonight, but when I went to log on, they pulled it down for I guess a quick little something. Yeah, but honestly, the person that the purple spammer should play on the EU server. They live over somewhere in the EU because they bring it up like every single day. It's kind of sad that I even know what this person's name is. The only reason I know their name is every single post is about, like you said, anime themselves, the E25 glorious cockroach, and then when you call it a cockroach, the person freaks out and like has a heart attack. Some people got so angry about the person. I just laughed and felt bad for him, to be honest. But maybe this will get him to go over on the EU server. Anyway, but like I said, tomorrow I might. I would say if I had to guess when, it would probably be 11 noon my time in the morning. Somewhere around then, I might be popping on the test server for a little bit for a stream. Only because work tomorrow, I shouldn't be there as late as I was last weekend. So I might have a little bit of time midday to pop on for a bit. Most of it's just going to be glancing over all the tanks. Like I'll pop into probably some lights, some arty, stuff like that. Oh, better to shoot than not. Oh, that guy, he is probably not too happy. Definitely not happy now. That's what I thought they were doing. Yeah, the T-71. I don't know why, because there is a T-92 light tank. I thought they were going to add that in, honestly, to be kind of the new in between what the Chaffee and or no, the T-37 and what, the M41, but they didn't. That's gonna be a premium light when they release that. The Weasel. Hello, Pezman. Nice to see you. I think there's a lot of names for the E25 just because it's such an annoying tank. I would say, even though what's gonna be pretty awesome is, you know, they're giving the M4190 Grand Finals, you know, the German Tier 8 medium, or not medium, light tank, standard matchmaking instead of the plus or minus 3 without changing any stats specifically. That tank is going to be, I would say, a tad bit overpowered. I'm surprised that they didn't nerf it in any way. But that's the last I said about it. I haven't actually checked up on that since the test server released. But, yeah. God damn my aunt for having her birthday on the 9.18 test server release date. I'm just kidding. That's who I was out for. Thank you very much for the damage. Please come again. Ooh. Let's say we got a big boy here. Um, 12.8 centimeter, I think the top gun is for the VK here. Why I can't really pen the Type 4 and he's got the HE gun. I'm trying to kill, honestly, the tanks around him because he can just plop out here and derp us to death, which is what he's gonna try again here in a minute. I'm just trying to get this shit. Oopsie daisy. He's got derped. I was not expecting to get tracked. I should have. I'm just not angled right here. He's aiming right for my weakest little bit. Just trying to get out these supports though. That'll make things a little bit easier. Seeing John's HP here. I don't know why the AMX backed off. Come on, AMX. I know there's a KV5 there, but... Oh, Lord. I'll take that. Ah, shit, he got... Oh, God. That's not good. I guess since they weren't shooting at me, they were shooting at John. Oh, God. Sorry about that, John. This is gonna hurt. Oh, I screwed that up. I could have shot him. Yeah, the derp gun, you know, the Type 4... He's got a lot of damage here, but it's definitely not something we can't win against. It's just, I don't know why this AMX M4, if he had just come up, we would have been able to blow right past him with our DPM. Oh, these two guys are gonna, I hate to say I'm gonna use them as meat shields, but I'm gonna try to. I know that sounds very mean of me, but oh, I really needed to hit that Scorpion G. AMX, you haven't been up here for like freaking 2 minutes. Like, he's gonna dirt me again. Like, now he's freaking running back to the goddamn base. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, hello? AMX? We're literally losing because of you. We would have been able to win this flank. Like, now we're just screwed because they're capping the base. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, I'm about to get heat shelled. It's just, like, why? Only so much we could have done. The AMX, I know that he's actually a real player. He's not a bot, but screw this guy. Like, honestly, you did fine there, John. You helped. Like, between you and I, you were able to... It's just, you got so much HE chucked at you. It's just, we needed one more person there. Because it technically, with that Scorpion back there, it was 4 against 2 with us. And I didn't even notice the AMX ditched us there until it was a little bit too late. Which, good night, Gulpman. Sorry, I didn't see that for a second. Have a... High school, even though it might seem like hell right now, I would say you'll definitely miss it, though. My worst days of high school, looking back on them, they were, you know... It was a good time. Yeah, Graham said that too, Gunner, with the test server. I think they kind of screwed up a little bit between Sandbox and stuff like that. But, yeah. Unfortunately for us. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, feel free to stick around, John. I got a couple tier 10 requests here, but I got the E3 and then the Object 140, and then I'll be playing a couple double tanks. Most likely we're gonna see tier 10 matches anyway, even if we had played tier 9. So, but yeah, at this point, the Lorraine, the Mutant M6 for April 1st. Lorraine 40T, and then the next new premium I would say is either the T92 Lite or the Chrysler K coming out after that. It seems like once a month now they're putting out some sort of new premium tank, which at this point it is kind of like premium spam down your throat in a way, but as long as they're not Russian heavy tanks. I don't have too much of a problem with it because, the Chinese TDs, even if they're Chinese region exclusive, that's going to be a new line. At some point, it looks like we're getting, I think, another French heavy tank line, I think I saw. What else was there? There was a couple other things. But more or less, they are at the point where they don't like the new tank lines that they've released, like the Swedish ones, if you remember, around New Year's. They gave away so many discounts just to get people to play them. There's so many lines in World of Tanks right now that it's kind of a lower return for their investment to keep pumping out complete tank lines in a way, from wargaming standpoint. So I think they're going to transition. Yeah, there's a lot of premium tanks, but they're going to try to transition this year. You're getting a lot of rebalancing. We're going to start seeing the new map graphics along with some old maps returning and possibly a new map or two. Basically, they're going at a slightly different route. We're actually going to get some sort of... They're working on competitive battles, not random battles, but ones that take in account performance for players. So skill-based matchmaking in a way. The Chrysler K, honestly, as of right now, it's gonna need... I think they did not give it the right armor values, because it does not look like a very interesting tank to me. It's like it's probably going to change before it's released, but yeah. Because every now and again, like the mod today, for me to be able to do that M6 video, I used a mod that you can see every tank in the game in your garage. Even if you don't own it, you can preview them. And, you know, I've kind of dinked around on the Chrysler K tank before. It just does not look like it stacks up well against other Tier 8 heavies. I don't feel too bad using premium APCR here, just because there's a Kronwagen in the center. That's literally the only way I'm going to penetrate his turret front. But as Graham pointed out, our scout isn't over here. So I'm a little bit reluctant to push up too far. But I'm going to give it a little bit of a go. Which I think John... I think he's still grinding it, so I would say he probably doesn't have the derp gun on it. Why are you hiding behind the tank? Yeah, I can't hit him very effectively there. I guess I'm going to try to spot here if there's any tanks hiding back this way. It's just I'm mainly concerned about Artie. T110E3, you know, you can take some Artie shots if they hit you in the front, but depending on if their Artie's like in a 6-7 line, I can take a crap ton of damage here in a hurry if they hit me from the side. Luckily, I'm kind of short enough to where this Kronwagen shouldn't be a problem. We need a little bit of help here. There's their Artie. There's their 907. I guess I'll do that, but damn did that fucking hurt. Oh. Gotta love gold rounds, but I was using them too, so you can't bitch about them too much if you're using them in a T110E3. Kinda had that coming. I know this guy's gonna try to sneak in here and kill me. Take that, little T-49. Nice job, though. I love people that... Like, I killed him. I kind of feel bad for killing him because he did the right thing there. That Artie now. Even though I have low HP, I should be fine here unless they have heat. Heat is the one thing that can kind of do me in right now. This is why I love the T110E3 now, because right now T110E4 would not be able to poke over this with its gun depression, nor poking out its strongest armor here. Whereas the E3, really you just got to worry about heat and Artie in this position. Maybe premium APCR. But someone has to get really lucky to hit you on the little weak spot. That's not your lower places. It's coming at some point. I don't know how soon it's in Wargaming's pipeline, but they did state that they are working on it. I'm not surprised I bounced off of him even with a premium round. I should have went for this guy, but I have a thing for shooting Kronwagens. Oh, how'd I bounce off of him? It's just since I have so much penetration in a tier 10 TD, I feel like it's kind of my duty to try to take out the tank that has a really impenetrable turret. But at last I bounced off of him too. I don't have a shot on anybody. Shit. I completely screwed that up. Sorry, CDC. I might die here myself, pushing over to try to... Which way are you going? Graham's this way, so... Ah, shit, I'm dead. Nicely done, Bat Chat. Come on, 140. Thank you very much. But yeah. Props to that Bat Chat. I definitely screwed up. I should have been able to shoot him before he got to me. So I would have been able to double tap him before he killed me, but yeah. Well, Wargaming said, clarifying it, Wargaming said they would never put skill-based matchmaking into random battles. It's not going to be in random battles. It's basically, from what I took from it, it's going to be like World of Warships, how they kind of have ranked seasons. And say, you know what I'm meaning. Most people know what World of Warships is here. World of Warships, say, has a tier 6 rank season, tier 7 rank season, tier 8, stuff like that. It goes on for like a month or two, and you can either solo queue, or I think you can platoon up there with it. And you kind of, it has skill-based matchmaking where winning, losing, stuff like that, performance-wise, you gain basically ranks, and if you reach a certain rank you get rewards, stuff like that. They're gonna go deeper into that. I know they have something like that called team battles. However, this is going to be more of a solo queue thing, or maybe like 2 or 3 players playing together, stuff like that. It's not going to be a, say, random battles with skill-based matchmaker. They're not going to do that because the queue times are long. Like you said, Carl, that's their reasoning behind it. But not only that, Wargaming, they've said a lot, which part of the reason why World of Tanks is so successful, it is a very expensive game, if you get a lot of premium tanks, stuff like that. But the market that they kind of target with World of Tanks is people, I think it was between the age of like 28 and, say like their late 60s, stuff like that. They target an older player base, and with that, it's not really important. No one cares too much about skill-based matchmaking, honestly. They just want balanced teams. As far as what's coming in 9.18, you have like 3 to 4 top tier tanks, a hefty amount of mid tiers. So say in this match, you're gonna have like 3 tier 10s, most tier 9s, like 4 or 5, and then the rest tier 8s. And then they're going to be mirrored more or less between the sides. Not one side's going to have no heavy tanks, stuff like that. That's what people want. Like the skill-based matchmaking, they're going to add that in other modes. But honestly, there's clan wars for that, strongholds, stuff like that. It doesn't need to be in random battles. It would literally, not to say it wouldn't gain anything for wargaming, but it probably wouldn't, because the majority of the population doesn't care about it. Honestly, I don't care about it. Hello, Dana. Nice to see you. For as much as I complain sometimes about, like, having crappy streaks with matchmaker, stuff like that, is part of what makes World of Tanks addicting in a way. You don't get bored much. It does get a little bit boring if you play, like, the same map over and over, but they're fixing that the next patch as well. It's what makes World of Tanks, kind of addicting, is that every play session and stuff is different because of having different teams, different tanks, maps, etc., etc. The more randomness they take out of the game, as frustrating as it is sometimes, the more not to say mundane the game becomes. But I've played dozens of multiplayer games, mostly first-person shooters, but more or less, I burned out on them like after a few months. Like World of Tanks is, like, I classify it kind of as a third-person shooter in a way, but it has a very good system in place to keep people hooked for a long period of time. Ooh. Please don't one-shot me. Awesome. So I'd say, give Artie credit for actually moving up out of the cat, but don't know if I would have went there. This is going to be a risky maneuver. Zooming along here. Really wish I had an American medium here with a little bit more gun depression. You can't always get what you want though. I mainly went here though to annoy the piss out of these two guys, and that kind of worked. This might not be the best spot for me personally, but it is very effective at pissing off the enemy team. We got them. Now we got them squished back here, which isn't too great for us. So actually, they just took John out. I'm going to try to work on this STA here. Just the Object 140 has very good gun depression for a Russian medium, but it's still not good enough to fight on hills. That's why oftentimes I like the T-62A a little bit better. I just feel like the gun depression on the 140 is kind of a moot point at times. Oopsie daisy. Let's say, Leopard, you might want to be careful here. Yep, because of that. I'm just struggling a little bit here now to capitalize on going to the center. Oopsie daisy. That hurt a little bit. I guess what the hell are these guys doing out there? Like, we pushed that side fine, but we got stalled a little bit. It doesn't mean that you still sit there and don't get anything accomplished. It's just now we're just gonna domino effect lose. Like, they're not even pushing into where Graham and I are at to give us assistance. Well, that guy did. Oh well. We tried, but we just had way too many people. Like, on our flank, we pushed it. It's just the enemy pulled back without us killing them, and our team just sat there. like literally just sat there. Oh well. So let me try to get the E50. Honestly, Gunner, see you, John. Thanks for playing. The Type 4, honestly, it can be a very frustrating tank to play sometimes. But yeah, it's just, some matches your armor works, some you pull out and get killed really quickly. But They thought about that, Tim. That if they ever implement Havoc completely, the Havoc game physics, that is what was tied with that. They were looking into adding pretty much equipment to where you could add space armor, i.e., like logs, tracks, and stuff, to a tank. They would be in certain positions. It's not like you can choose where to put them, because that could be a little bit ridiculous and look stupid. Cough, cough, War Thunder. People putting 50 billion tracks over their tank. But they have thought about it. They never said that they scrapped the idea. I just think it is something where it's not really on the priority list for them anymore. But they could, they never said no, I think. So it's definitely still a possibility. Honestly, though, win rate 8, I know people like it. Personal rating is a better metric. It's just, the problem with personal rating is since it's not, a player made statistic, stuff like that, win rate 8 has the values that they can classify and assign people their specific classes or castes in a way and shun people with low values. Personal rating doesn't have that, where you can say, oh, I'm between 8 and 10,000, you're a good player, something like that. I feel like that's why people gravitate towards win rate 8. But win rate 8 doesn't take into account assisted damage. Really, it only takes into account damage, kills, win percentage a little bit, and initial spotting of tanks. That's a truly flawed. To me, that's a nail in a coffin. It'll never be accepted, officially as a stat metric, nor should it. But, I'm definitely not saying it's a bad stat to follow. It's just, to me, it's not as good as some people make it out to be. But honestly, the whole stat thing, I don't care about it too much. It would be a waste of time for me to type up, like, an in-depth thought about it. Ooh, I actually hit him. Alright, I am very concerned about him, actually, because is he gonna go? No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's going after our Artie. I'm not gonna be able to get back there in time, but I just feel bad right now. I did shoot him once, but yep. All you, T-37. He should have been the one to follow him. He saw him. He just... Yeah. I couldn't chase him down in time. Oh well. There's a T-95. This is going to sting. Yep. At this point, I just had to grin and bear it. Oh shit, there's a T-54. Problem with the 8.8 is I'm trying to get myself behind cover, but I gotta keep up my DPM a little bit. Yes, I'm spamming APCR at him too, but sue me. Alright, CDC, are you gonna go for it? Please? T95 is gonna get you if you don't. Come on. Do it. Do it. There we go. Let's push into the T-54. I guess I'm gonna have to try not to get killed here, since we have a speed. Yep. Oh god. Oh lord, I somehow made it through there. Doesn't help that there's a T-37 on my right. And a T-95 coming after me. No! Oh my god. That sucked. The T-95 is going to get nerfed soon. It's just a little bit too quick. I love playing it, but it's a little bit too quick now. It's all good, John. Trust me, I know the Type 4, you know, you see me play a lot. There's matches where you just can't do. You can't do much in a Type 4 some matches. Because people just see a Type 4 now and think Type 5 heavy, 100% gold rounds at you, and you're dead. Like, that, I don't even, you know. Personal rating is not only win rate, Gunner. Honestly, personal rating is not only that. Alright, let's get going. Oh, well, that's... If the stock gun on a Type 4, honestly, load up a little bit of HE on it, John. That'll help out a little bit. The stock gun is... It's not the worst tier 9 stock gun that you can grind, but it's close to it because of people throwing that amount of premium rounds at you. Well, to me, Artie should have been put in this way as low damage because it does make people complain a lot. But really, it's either low damage, high splash, and more of an assist roll works, or they're looking to completely remove the SPG class. And I think by remove, that means they're going to turn them into more direct fire mid-range tanks and remove the satellite view. But like, to me, I think the stun feature needs to be shortened a little bit. But personally, I don't like... I'm looking forward to playing SPGs. While you won't do a lot of direct damage outside of long matches or if tanks are grouped up, it will make the game a little bit more team-centric if you have a decent SPG player targeting his enemies. Because you're going to be able to debuff people, you're going to be able to track them more, and, you know, do more consistent module damage. So you'll be able to track someone out in the open, stun them to where they can't damage your allies as often, whereas reliably, and your allies will be able to damage them, and you net the assist damage. So in theory, it turns SPGs into more of a support role as a direct damage dealer. So you just have to kind of look at it in a different sense. But it will take a little bit of time to adjust to it. Ooh, looks like he's aiming at me. Come on. Unfortunately, they have a lot of tanks with a bit of armor here. And he's a goner, though. I should have went to the center, honestly. Oh, I guess got smacked by a defender. I think I'm going to actually reposition out that way. Um, yes and no. Like, they're not gonna put in matchmaking that takes into account any type of skill. They've stated that in random battles, but personal rating does take into account the amount of battles you do fight, so that it does skew it based off of if you have a ton of battles or not. So that is kind of flawed in that metric. That's the main gripe that people have against personal rating is if you have 40k battles, same win percentage and everything, or even lower win percentage than someone with less battles than you, it can skew it a little bit in favor of someone with more battles. But anyway, the whole stat thing, honestly, I hate talking about it at times because if you like playing World of Tanks, all the power to you. Like, to me, stats, it's, you know, I really think that the mods in game need to go eventually just because they cause so much. Like, it caused them to freaking remove all chat, for God's sake. Like, people can't keep it in their pants about not berating people over their stats. I just can't hit people where I want to hit them. Keep hitting them right in the freaking turret. I see that we have tanks down in the 1-2 line, but at this point, I think it's a little bit more important to kill this Conqueror. If I can actually hit him, that is. Here we go. Graham's got him. Now it's time to focus on this side. Do I think the T-30 moved up? Maybe. We'll find out right about now. It was like a 50-50 shot whether or not I was going to die. I found the T-30, guys. It's one of those times I should listen to the little voice in my head screaming, "Don't do it! Don't do it!" Oh God. Which, if you're curious how, I knew it was on the wiki. That's how they calculate personal rating. So really the only part in there that really is flawed is the amount of battles that you fight. I believe it counts. Just for anybody interested about it. Hello, Tolerance. Nice to see you. Well, I completely agree with that. Like, honestly, when I started World of Tanks, like, that's when win rate, like, 6 or 7 or something was starting to gain popularity. Back then, like, people... Like, there was XVM in the game, but not a lot of people used it. Stats back then really... Like, I focused on just improving myself, looking at my stats to where I can improve. But also, like, it was a thing for clans to use to kind of evaluate people joining. But it really started, I don't even know. Basically, it was right when win rate 8 kind of came out. At the end of win rate 7, people started padding by capping too much, which it was a very interesting time in World of Tanks where a lot of matches ended with people capping. Because you could pad your win rate 7 values through capping, I believe. Or that was win rate 6 maybe. One of them. once people start doing that, that was kind of the rise of people's egos getting all centered around their like win rate 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever. Um, that's when you start seeing the toxicity rise. That was a real wargaming should have nipped that in the butt really quickly, but they kind of let it spiral out of control. But you know, it's easy enough to avoid. Just blacklist people, honestly, if they start trolling you. But thanks for the fights, Graham. Have a very good night. I still got, you know, about a half hour here left. But let's see, I don't have any more requests right now. If anyone wants to see something. Yeah, we had some decent ones tonight. But I need to... Let's try this little bugger. But yeah, I remember those days too. Tolerance. Like I came right at the beginning where, beginning of like Clan Wars stuff like that. I didn't play the game right off the bat. I was building my PC when World of Tanks was starting to kick off. Which, oh god, I got this map and oh lord. Okay. But you know, every game has, you know, the stat whores in a way. It's just World of Tanks seems to be a little bit more vocal. But fortunately, like, instead of letting them get to you, just freaking block them. They kind of chased them out of that spot. That's a shame. T-54, I can get into that, yes. Personally, I'm one of those people that cap. I'd rather win a match than to potentially lose it. Why you gotta be in my way, little car? I need every little bit of pen I can get to go through. An IS-4 at this range. And with him angled. Unfortunately, I don't carry any... I'll give him one more shot here. It's just I can't fight in the south with the tanks they have. One more since that missed. Never mind, he backed off. Lame. Should let me plink away at you a little bit longer. Yeah, that's the thing about World of Tanks. You know, you can play it a lot of different ways. There is a right and wrong way to play sometimes, but for the most part though, like, play how you like. There's a clan out there for everybody if you want to join a clan for whatever your play style is. It's just it's very easy to get caught up in negativity at times. Oh god. It's scary enough to see one of those tanks, but in this guy, oh, 140, are you really trying to push into him? I'm gonna probably get shot here. Never mind, he gets fired. You had some balls there, 140. Shit, I missed him. Oh god. STB-1 hit me. Like, oh. I was not expecting that. Shit. I was not expecting him to stop either. In this tank, I have so many misses that are my fault. But that's the good and the bad about this tank. It's usually when you miss, it's on you. But it's all about setting up in the right spot and basically putting the tank where it can shine. He's a goner. I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble here. Come on, 140. No? Somebody? They got no HP. My team. And go out here and chase down the RU. Don't really want to, but I would like to get into this spot in the center if I can. There we go. Thank you, Grill. Just we have a huge advantage here, so might as well take it. Do I want to fight Artie in this? No. It's going through my head right now, but oh god, I guess I'm gonna try after the IS-4, but come on, one more shot here. Unless I can get this 112. Maybe? That was a small maybe. But, decent match for Paris in this. I'll take 1900 damage. Save tolerance. Good night. Thank you for watching. Or I should say good morning if it's 4:30 there. Have a very good night. Alright. Yeah, at least we got a win. Alright, so I got at least a half hour left here. Don't think I'm going to do any more personal reserves, but alright, let's get into the T-54 here. That was my next request up. Don't think there was any other requests. Don't think I missed them. Thank you very much, John, for the tip. I can actually play the Object 140 again if you would like. Baby Yeti is on the other team. He killed me a couple matches ago, I think. Yeah, in the bat chat. I just tend to... Like, when I was in the 140 the last match that I played in it, I was complaining a little bit about it, but it was mainly... It's just the gun depression in the tank. I wish it had 1 more degree gun depression. Because I find myself wanting to use the gun depression on it, because the T-62A, you know, has less gun depression in it, better turret. But the 140, it's just something about it. I can get really good matches in it sometimes, but I tend to think it has a little bit too much gun depression than it actually has, and I get myself into trouble. Maybe I'll try to improve upon it here. Although, you know, I'm in the T-54 now, but I'm about to say, although my team is not pushing out at all here. So, how about that? Oh god. I'm pretty sure, not to bring up, you guys probably don't even, or I assume some of you would, the catch me outside person. No joke, she's getting a reality TV show. The world is ending. Don't ask me why I know that, but I know that. Basically right until around 11. Nice cuppa. Since I started a little bit later today. Yeah, take that heat round. The gloves are coming off because I am mostly out here by myself with 1 tank behind me. Help. Help me. I'll tip someone $1 if they come help me. Like, help. At least the girl's trying to help. Shit. Oh, thank God we have people back here now. I like using this little cubby hole if I have support behind me. Oh, I got ammo racked again. Oh. Wargaming's trying to make me go bald here. Thank God I got a bounce. Shit, I should have moved back while I had the chance. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with heat. One more shot at least, just so we get definite damage here. I'm just making sure that they're fine back there. Which I might take a shot here. Please don't hit me, Centaurian. Shit, he hit me. Take that. Really at this point I'm one-shottable anyway, so... Oh god. That turned out pretty poorly. I was gonna die out there anyway. I saw that, what was it, the Streb 103? He basically turned the tide of the fight behind me. Didn't think he would. Somehow he did. So it was better for me to rush back and try to kill him rather than me sit out here and get one more shot, say on the T-54, and then die. So we should still have this. I don't know why they didn't push on their cap. Yeah, there's only 2 tanks at their base, but anyway, we should win this. Alright. Pretty much. The T-62A, the reason why basically the turret armor 240, I don't know the thickest here, is 240 on the 140. However, up here people can overmatch your roof. So unfortunately that's a big fault on the 140, is your turret can just get, you know, shot through like Swiss cheese. But it all depends on, you know, on your different play styles. Just for whatever reason the 62A works a little bit better for me. I'm almost done my doubles actually, John. I think I have the Emil 1 left, and possibly the Indian if we lose that. That girl is literally dumb though. But yep, she's getting her own TV show. Gotta love America. Oh, I hope that show bombs. Safe stowage? In what? T-54? That's probably an oversight by my part, because I think I got... Do I have 3 crew skills? I have not played the T-30, but if you would like me to, I would. Or I will. Honestly, though, safe stowage I only put on a tank once I get to my 3rd crew skill. And usually if there's like a crew retraining, like I did a lot of tanks recently, I'll go through and add safe stowage and then 6 cents onto people that need it. Hello, Mr. Skoda. As of the last patch, I think, what is the Clan War reward one? 907? I think ever since they buffed the armor of that, that's starting to pull away from the other Russian tier 10 mediums. Shit. I miss so many shots shooting up this way. And yet when I'm up there, it feels like people are like laser accurate. Meanwhile, I'm destroying that little roof there. That always gets in my way. Uber, if you would like to possibly have a laugh, but most likely feel very deeply saddened about the state of America, just Google or look up on YouTube here, Jerry Springer, Catch Me Outside. I think that it should pop up. Oh, it's cringeworthy. The only reason I really saw it is one of Ryan's, one of her cousins, basically like a younger cousin, was over, and she just kept saying it over and over. Oh god. Yep, I'm gonna track your ass again. Take that. That's for ammo racking me, if that was you. If it wasn't, still, you're dead. Oh, Dr. Phil. Sorry. Thank you, Clinton. I thought it was Jerry Springer, honestly. It goes to show you how much I actually... Like, I've seen the clips of it, but honestly, I don't know much more outside of that. She should have been on Jerry Springer, though. Well, I am glad that you have the ability for that. I unfortunately do not. I think you need a little reminder, but I'm just gonna miss you like 2 or 3 times. I just looked at the enemy team. I'm like, is there any Artie in this match? And kaplunk. I'm like, holy shit. Sometimes when there's only one SPG, I kind of forget that there's Artie, and it usually comes back to bite me. That's what I get for... Well, it doesn't help that our team's all camping in the corner, but that's what I get for kind of sitting out there for a little bit too long there. Oh, that was so close. Just trying to get shots on him without actually... Oh shit, I got spotted again. I didn't know that. Thank you for the nice little bit of a cover there, Care Bear, or K-Bear. Pretty sure he meant to type in Care Bear. Oh god, this is gonna end poorly for me. Thank you very much. Ooh, that actually ended very damn well. Thank you, team. Sorry, guys on the hill. This Skoda's probably gonna... Oh, God. Let's say the Skoda's probably gonna get me, but we're running into a very big problem here, that we have our team camping in a corner. We have very limited tanks to kind of poke out here and spot stuff like that. Crap, I missed that shot. It's just I have smidgens of shots at times. I'm just kind of... I guess I knew that was a possibility. I screwed that up. That's just if I move any further, I'm gonna get shot by the Ag Tiger. I just lost our eyes. So close, yet so far. I'm gonna try. Oh, thank God, they got the 113. So I'm gonna try to slink into the bushes here. That's only gonna do me so good. Yeah, I guess gave away my position. I'm dead. Ooh, unless he can't see me. I do have several bushes in between me and him. The Skoda, though, can spot me. There we go. Figured he'd be in the same spot. He's probably a little salty, though. Oh, Centurion's coming to spot me now. I'm actually gonna push up a little bit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm screwed now. This Skoda. Yep, Skoda got me. Thank you very much, guys, for, you know, I was gonna wave at you. I'll sit and way back in that corner the whole match. Awesome. See, I don't watch any of those shows, but I could see where if someone like that went on his show, it's becoming like Jerry Springer. I remember going back to high school, our study hall. I had a study hall like in the middle of the day. It fell at it depended on if it was a single period or a double period class. It was between 11:30ish to 12. And I might actually just wait till the end here so I can finish my little thought. We would watch The Price is Right, and depending on the day, sometimes Jerry Springer, because we had a TV in there. And our teacher didn't care if we watched TV. We would take little bets on The Price is Right, who over lunch money, who would win or not in the showcase showdown, stuff like that. It was a pretty fun class. Hey, we won Arctic region. Awesome. Unfortunately, we lost this match. I did the most amount of damage on my team. That Skoda, oh, I don't know how Artie didn't kill him. He was in the same little vector the whole match. Which, thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. But T30 I'll play up next for you guys. Let's see how much hair I lose now. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. No. I kind of wish I could drop cable, but unfortunately, I can't get my internet package without goddamn cable. It pisses me off to no end. But Ryan and I like shows, so at least we make use of it. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure that they do good things every now and then. I personally, I guess, I don't see the enjoyment in, which this map looks very familiar, watching shows like that. But if they do like specials and stuff that are different than the typical like stuff that you usually see on those shows, I can see where they're a little bit more enjoyable. Alright, does not look like anyone's going to the center, so I guess I'll head that way. Awesome. He does need to request it, yes. Okay, so we have at least armor over there. The T-95 should push over there. It does not look like he's going to, though. Oh god, this is gonna be cringeworthy. I don't even know if I want to head here anymore. I'm kind of rethinking this. Let's make a deal. Can't blame me for trying to be lucky. I'm in a T30 though. I'll probably have one more match after this, guys, and that'll probably be it for the stream here. It's just we haven't spotted the hill yet. This is probably gonna... Yep. I don't have 6th sense, but I know I just got spotted. Nope. M53 decided to spare me and nuke the Leopard instead. Just until we... Now we have M46 up there. You know, until we had eyes up there, I wasn't going to try to poke over. Just didn't make sense for me. Of course, I'm out of position now because I was kind of cowering in fear from SPG fire. Oh lord, they are playing really aggressive to the point where I don't even have very good shots on them. At least I hit him. This M41's kind of like their ringleader, it seems like. It's stick my neck out here. Really hope I don't get artied. Probably will. If I was arty, I'd shoot me. I would go for that, Graham. I wish I could pay that little. Comcast, they know they have my area under their thumb in a way. It's just Congress passed a law last year basically crippling cable companies, internet, stuff like that, for expanding into new areas where they don't have customers. Unfortunately, Comcast has all the internet customers from my township south into Cape May. So no one can expand down unless my township actually puts up all new telephone poles and infrastructure for someone else to kind of piggyback on. Because Comcast owns everything here. Yep, I should have known. Got a little bit lucky there though. Awesome. I think my luck's about to run out though. Let's see, I got hit by IS-6. Cool. Now we're M46. Let's see, Comcast here, what irks me is I have 250 megabits or bytes or whatever it is per second download. Only 10 upload, and the only way you can get the 10 upload speed is getting their cable package, because without cable you're not allowed to get it, you know, because you have to get a bundle. The highest I'd be able to get without cable is only 5 upload. It just, yeah. Oh lord, there's a T-28 there. But yeah, I do have a phone technically. I don't hook it up though because I don't need a landline. I pay $149 a month. Granted, I have a DVR and all that stuff. That's a little bit extra. But that's the cheapest package I can get for the internet I need to be able to stream. Yep, IS-6 got me. Not a bad match considering what I was given here. Honestly, our team, we just didn't do a very good job at when they pushed the hill. We lost a lot of HP there, but still have a chance to win. Oh, it is. You can kind of Hello, Grizzly Bear. Yeah, this is gonna be my last match here, so I'm not gonna, platoon since there's just one more. It's the E50 Indian Panzer. I don't know, I'll try to E50. But you can kind of look up about the law that was passed. It was partially, there's Google Fiber. Municipalities were putting up their own broadband companies. But essentially, from the gist of it, what was passed semi recently within the past year, you need a certain amount of customers in a given area to have access to the telephone poles and say like broadband, like internet lines, stuff like that in a given area. If you don't have a certain amount of customers either in that area or specifically near it, you're actually not allowed to. I don't even want to say piggyback because you can't use those lines. It's technically owned, say Comcast or Verizon's in that area. They technically own it. So the only way around it is for, say, a company to put up all new infrastructure, stuff like that, or say a township to do that to get around that. The reason why or not Comcast, but Congress or the House representatives did this was Comcast, Verizon essentially lobbied to basically put this in place to basically shut out competition from expanding into their areas, say like Google Fiber, and say townships going in and making their own internet available to their residents. What actually happened though, funny, this is no joke from what I was reading about, is the way, the law kind of went in very quickly and wasn't really thoroughly thought through. It actually prevents Comcast, AT&T, the big companies from actually expanding into new areas because it actually hurts them because if they don't have customers in an area, they can't push out into that area under this law. So they're still making boatloads of money, but it actually hurts them too because they're not able to expand in a given area unless this law is changed or altered. It's just it's basically thievery in my eyes, but it's I won't. Why'd I do this? Probably because I'm talking about Comcast. They hear me and they throw shots at me to silence me. Oh, Type 4, how do you have no HP already? But yeah, I won't talk about politics anymore. But it's still something worth reading because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that you don't really hear on everyday news. But basically, it doesn't make it impossible for new companies to go in, but it basically makes it extremely difficult and not necessarily worthwhile to go into new spots at times. Like take my county for example. Like we're at the tip of New Jersey, southern tip, so it doesn't really make sense for a new company to come in and basically do all new stuff if they're not able to use the existing lines. There's just not enough people here. Hopefully I'm not seen. Where are you gonna go? Don't cross Comcast. Honestly, I'm gonna dread the day when they put data caps on a lot of people in states. I am gonna dread the day when that comes to New Jersey, or they decide to bring it to my neck of the woods in New Jersey, since there's no other internet company down here outside of like dial-up, because that's an extra $50 a month, and I hit my data cap if they have it in place within the first like 2 weeks in the month, because I live stream. Well, yes, yeah, everything. Eh. Unfortunately, I think as far as the U.S. goes, there's going to have to be some sort of big change for a lot of these issues to kind of iron themselves out. But I'm not too optimistic that's going to happen in any fast manner. But not the end of the world, though. See, is he? Yep, he's aiming at me. I was like, is he aiming at me? I don't know. Oh, how'd I miss that? Ooh, IS-7. You're naughty. Do that again, IS-7. Or don't. I'm one-shottable. I didn't think I was. That E5's like, fuck. At least we got a win here. Pretty decent match, I must say. Better than most of my E50 matches. They typically end in losses. See you, Floyd. Anyway, this was my last match of the stream now. Yes. Basically, ISPs are allowed to sell your personal internet browsing history now. There are some companies you actually can, if you look it up, you can opt out of it on your account page. Companies like Comcast, though, don't allow you to. At the very least, just talking about that, because I did look into that, because to me, if I can opt out of something, all the better. But at the very least, the way that they're able to sell it, it's not like you can say someone wants to buy what I search on the internet through Comcast and go on web pages. They can't do that. They're only allowed to say buy 20 to 25-year-old men living in South Jersey. They'd be able to buy that search history and see it that way. So it's not on an individual basis. But nonetheless, it is still kind of shady, creepy, stupid in a way. But yeah, I'm sure that's all gonna go away in 3.5 years, something like that. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Yeah, gotta skirt the line here because politics, yeah, nobody likes talking about it. But thanks again for watching, guys. Have a very good night. We'll say again, if you guys can test the test server, if you have a little bit of time, I think it's worthwhile at least seeing the changes that are going to be going on in the next patch. And this test server specifically, Wargaming, if you post about it on the forums, send feedback, they are taking a very close look at how people play on the test server and the feedback from it. Because this one, more than others, there will be at least 2 or 3 test versions of this test server, mainly specifically to Arty, but also a little bit to light tanks. They will be taking feedback and they will change things before it goes live. And it's just something where at the very least you get to see the changes that are going to be going on. But if you have a strong opinion and you want to voice it, Wargaming is listening a little bit closer to this test server than others, so every little bit counts. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. The T30 result, let me see here. It was a defeat, unfortunately. Which hello, Michael Bender. I can't stay very long, though. I got to get up, honestly, very, very early tomorrow. Usually I'm in bed about an hour and a half ago. Second most amount of damage, but yeah, unfortunately, yep, not very good there. Well, thank you for the little short story there. But anyway, next time I stream, I might be on midday tomorrow for a little bit. Um, I won't say 100% though. It's just you know, just slight possibility. It will be the test server. Otherwise, my next stream is going to be Sunday night. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys then. If I don't stream tomorrow on the test server, I will do the test server on Sunday. But thank you for the little story, Michael. And thank you very much, guys, for the tips tonight. And hopefully, you guys have a very good weekend. Have a good day. Or good night. Sorry. See ya.